Hello, hi, I'm Punita here from Huawei Global Training Center, and today we're going to discuss about the content eNodeB Transport Data Part 7. So let's discuss about what is VLAN. A VLAN covers a broadcast area, and generally a network segment is planned as a VLAN. VLAN will provide two functions: to prevent broadcast storm and to improve network security by communicating with each other only within a VLAN. Assign different VLAN priorities to frame forward by the data link layer. So it's more related to QoS parameter here. So a planned VLAN, example, this is a group, will have a different priority. This is the priority. So this is the priority of the service. In a network, it's like dividing one meeting room into a several small meeting room based on different topic. So this is considered topic 1, topic 2, but basically they belong to the same room. So how is VLAN encapsulated in an Ethernet frame? So basically we have a frame structure here. So we have tagging. So mainly we're focusing on the tagging. So tagging is divided into 16 bits, total 4 bytes. So priority, 3-bit priority. We specify the VLAN priority. Larger value indicates higher priority, and we have the VLAN ID. So it indicates the VLAN frame belongs to whom. So Ethernet frame in exchange of network conditions are in either or of the following formats: untagged frames or tagged frames. A VLAN tag consists of 4 parts. So this is basically 1, 2, 3 and 4. Mainly we're focusing on the priority and the VLAN ID. How is the VLAN plan in an LTE network? So during the configuration of S1 interface, X2 interface or O&M channel, whether to configure VLANs depends on the operator's requirements and the status of the existing network. So to configure a VLAN based on the network deployment, both eNodeB and a layer 2 switch, LAN switch, must attach VLAN tags to the packets. Generally, the VLAN mode is recommended. So let's look into the VLAN modes. So eNodeB supports 3 types of VLAN mode: single VLAN mode, VLAN group mode, and interface VLAN mode. This is for new model. So VLAN tags are set for service based on their priorities in different mode. So example, for single VLAN, we have the next hop IP address. VLAN group, we have the next hop IP address. But for interface VLAN, we have the traffic type together with the interface information. So this is for the new model. The previous one is actually the old model concept. So let's look into the VLAN priority mapping configuration. So in the configuration relationship in the single VLAN mode, we have the DHCP map to the VLAN priority and the next hop. In VLAN group, you have to define the traffic type, which is tagged with the priority and the VLAN ID. So this is the Huawei VLAN group mode, which is mapped to the next hop IP. In interface VLAN mode, we have DHCP mapped to the priority and the interface. So this one is actually the new model mapping. So let's look into the command how to add the VLAN map. So usually VLAN map will be added to the gateway and it has its own VLAN ID and its priority. So they are based on the DHCP value based on different priority. So when you set this parameter to enable, that means the mapping is configured by add VLAN map is always applied. So let's look into how to map between the DHCP and VLAN priorities. The mapping between DHCP and priority of a single VLAN will be based on the DHCP value. So the higher the value of the DHCP, the higher the priority. So the larger the value indicates higher priority. So this has the highest priority. That means high priority over here is for DHCP 46, VLAN priority 7. So the lowest priority is DHCP 0. This is also known as a default bearer concept. So this is actually a default bearer. So let's look into this command. So first VLAN map we have seen earlier. So I'm going to show you the DHCP map. So we have two types of DHCP map. So this is actually for the old model. So this is the settings. The higher the priority, the higher the DHCP value. Alright. So this one is actually for the old model. How about the new model? We have list DHCP. mapping. So currently, because this is an old model configuration, there is no new model DHCP to PCP mapping. So Q&A session, the eNodeB supports 3 VLAN modes: single VLAN mode, VLAN group mode, and interface VLAN mode for new model. This is yes or no? Yes, it's a true statement. So for this part summary, eNodeB transport data, we have learned about what is VLAN, how is VLAN encapsulated in an Ethernet frame, how is VLAN planned in an LTE network, what are the VLAN modes, what is the VLAN priority mapping configuration, how to add the mapping between next hop IP, the gateway IP, and the VLAN, and last but not least, how to set the mapping between DHCP and the VLAN priorities. Hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you. That's all from me. Bye.